Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to solve one T paper AS level in October November paper 2 database. Employees in Ilmao who work with tourists have to be registered. This data will be stored in a data. Reports must be designed to fit on a A4 page in the portrait orientation and be a single page wide. All the text must be at least 12 points high. A report produced must be of professional standards. The client has decided that all database field must be short, meaningful, and consistent in style. Field name may contain underscores but not spaces. Using a suitable software, open and examine the data in the files employees.txt. So first it's a text file, so we will open it with notepad. We'll directly double click, it will open with the notepad. And as you can see, the data is separated by tabs. Now let's open this file with the spreadsheet software. In my case, it is Excel. Go to open option. We'll locate the file by browsing it. And as you can see, we can't find the file in the browser because the file is a text file. So we have to select the file type as all files, and then we'll be able to see this text file, and you can expand all the columns to see the complete data. Now let's work on the field names. As it is told, the field names must be short, meaningful, consistent in style. They can have spaces. They can have underscores but no spaces. So surname seems fine. Forename is also fine. Date of birth we can change to DOB. Job is fine. Place of employment we can change it to something like office or location. So we'll go for office. Address of employment, you can see there are 4 fields with the same name. We'll change it to address 1, address 2, address 3, and address 4. J column, we can see J column is empty, so we can simply delete it. We'll do it later. Date employment started, so we can name it as DOJ or DOE, date of employment. Let's start with the next part, which is normalization. We have to normalize the data to third normal form. So have a look at the data. Here we have 2 combinations of data. One is employee, the other is office. So employee data is surname, forename, DOB, job, and DOE. The other data is office, address 1, address 2, address 3, and address 4. So we need to separate this. Save this file as comma separated value, which is CSV format. So we'll take CSV comma delimited. I've saved it as employees. I'll take a one blank file. And copy the office details, column E, F, G, H, and I. I'll copy it and paste it in the blank file. So many employees work for the same office, so obviously the office value must be repeated. So we need to get rid of duplicate values. So we go to data tab, we have data tools and remove duplicates. So So this will make sure that we don't have any duplicate values. All the columns must be selected and click on OK. So we can see we are just left with 24 unique values. So this office table is ready. We need one more thing, which is the primary key for this particular table, which will make every row unique and identify every row. So we'll insert in the F column office ID. Let's say office ID is O1, O2, O3, so on. So now this table is complete. We have all the office detail here. Plus we have a primary key as well. We'll save this file as office. Make sure the file type is CSV because we have to import this data into a database package. Here I'm going to use MS Access. Go back to employees table. So as we have already got the data into other table, we can get rid of address 1, 2, 3, 4, which is column F to I, even J, because we don't need J, because J is empty. We still need office because we should have some primary key as well as the foreign key in this table to create a link between the tables. So we'll get office ID here. We are going to use VLOOKUP. So the lookup value is the cell E2, which is the office. Table array will be from the table office table. We will select the entire data in office table from column A to F. We want to get the value of the F column into this, which is the 6th column from the selected, and the range lookup is going to be false because we are looking for the exact match, and click on OK. So we can see the office ID has come. So we'll just replicate the formula for all the employees. Now we will need a primary key also for this table. So let's take it as employee ID. And we'll keep it consistent, like office ID was O1, so we'll take employee ID as E1, E2, E3, so on. Now we have primary and the foreign. Now we have primary and the foreign key both. Now we can get rid of office column, but you can't delete it directly. If you delete it, you can see the column G in which we had the lookup value. The formula will go wrong because we are referring to column E. So we'll just make a copy of the column G, which is office ID, and paste only the values. And now we can delete column E and G, which is office and office ID, with the formula, because we have a new column office ID. This is just values which won't be affected if we delete the office column. So we are set now. We have two tables. One is office table. The second is the employee table. Let's save this employee table after making all the changes. So we are done with the normalization. Let's go to the next step, which is we have to import this data to a relational database package and create the relationship between the two tables. So we are going to use MS Access. Let's take a blank database. I'm just going to name it as November NOV 2019. We'll go to external data tab, new data source. from file, text file, browse the file where you have saved the file. I'm importing employees table first. Delimited is tabs, which is already selected. Select first row contains the field names. We'll go to advanced and check for all the data types. We'll check for the date order, which is DMY. We should take it DMY until and unless it is specified. Cross check all the data types. All the data types will be short text or text except DOB and DOE because both are dates. Next comes choosing the primary key. As we know, employee ID is the primary key. Save the table as employee. Similar way, we are going to import the other table, which is office table. Order DMY. All the data is text. Primary key is office ID. Save the table as office. Now we have both the tables imported. The next step is to create the relationship between the two tables. To do so, go to database tools, relationships, add both the tables. The field which is we are going to use for linking is office ID. So drag office ID from one table to other table. We have to create one-to-many relationship, which you can see it's already created. Enforce referential integrity. Click on create and you can see the link between the two table is created, which is a local business wants to present awards on 1st December 2019 to young employees who on this date will have been in the same employment for over 10 years. Create a report with the appropriate title containing details of the employee born after 1990 so that it is grouped and formatted like this. So they have given us a sample report format. We need to create this. So let's see what kind of data we need to get, and we have to create a query first. So for the query, which kind of fields we will need? So first thing you can see, we need the office details, office and all the addresses of the office. We have the forename, then we have the surname, we have DOB first and then DOE. So date of birth and date of employment. Let's start with the query. We'll take query design. Go to create, take query design, add both the tables. So we'll select the required fields. Let's execute the query. Let's see and see the output for it. So we can see the entire data. Now we'll go back to design view because we have some criteria also to be applied. As you can see, the award function, the employees are awarded on 1st December 2019 and they are awarding the people those have at least completed 10 years of employment. That means they must have joined the company before 1st December 2009. So the DOE criteria is less than December 01 slash 12 slash 2009. So let's execute and see the output. So you can see DOE is all employees which are joined before 1st December 2009. Let's go back to design view. We have another criteria. It is young employees who were born after 1990. That means the birth date must be greater than 31st December 1990. So let's give that criteria, greater than 31st slash 12 slash 1990. Let's run and see the output. Let's save the query as query 1. Now we'll start with report creation. We'll take report wizard. We are making a report on query 1. We'll select all the all the fields. We need to group it. Let's see on the output the sample they have shown us. It is grouped by jobs and then by office. So first we'll select job. So you can see the grouping happened. Then office. Okay. We'll take next. We'll keep it as it was mentioned, portrait orientation at the starting. Let's give some name. Employee Award December 2019. So you can see the report is created. We need to adjust it. Office header, detail and page footer and report footer. So first, according to the sample, we don't need any page header. So we are just going to select everything in from the page header and delete it. In the job header, we have job because we need the grouping done according to the jobs. In the office header, we have office. See the alignment and align it properly. We can do this in any view, design view or in layout view. So first we'll adjust the forename and surname because they are appearing first in the report. So this needs to be taken down. First is forename, then is surname. I'm using arrow keys to move the field around. That makes the work faster. Next is DOB, then is DOE. So let's adjust DOB. And then are the addresses which should be aligned below the office. Let's cross check all the fields in the layout view. All the data must be visible, so we are going to adjust the width of the boxes so that the no data is cropped. Should be below the office, so let's align those. Next we can see the forename and surname are filled with dark gray color and the font is white. And not to forget, the fonts should be at least 12 point high, so we'll make. For DOB and DOE, the filled with light gray color, font is white. Again, font size should be 12 at least. We'll select all the fields and make the font size 12. Appropriate title to the report. Let's say Employee Award December 2019 for the loyalty towards the company over 10 years. It should be filled with the black color and the font should be white. Let's make it a little bold. And below that, the report header, we have to write some text. We'll take a label. Report prepared by a candidate, followed by the center number and the candidate number. Our report is prepared. Let's start with the next step. Create a report to display only the employees who are trainees. Identify for each job described how many trainees work in each place of employment. The report must have appropriate title. It should display the grade lines and in a tabular format, and displays the place of employment as row heading. We have to create a query which is cross-tab query. Do not include totals for each place of employment. So we'll again go for query design. Both the tables. We'll get the fields that are required for the report. So first we need the job. We need the place of employment, which is office. And third, we need the total. So we'll take employee ID, which we are going to query for counting. The job criteria is trainee, so we are going to write asterisk, trainee asterisk. Run the query. Cross check the data. Now we have to make a cross-tab query, so we'll go for query wizard and we'll take the second option, cross-tab query wizard. We are making this query on a query, so we'll take the query to here, and which field we want as a row heading, which is given in the question. We want place of employment as a row headings, so we'll take office. Column heading we will choose job, and for employee ID we are doing the function count because we want to find the total number of trainees, how many trainees are working in that office. So you can see we got the data: trainee chef, trainee ski instructor. We got all the trainees, so we don't need the total of the office places, so we are going to get rid of the this last particular value by going in the query design. Let's close the query. We'll go to report and create the report through report wizard. We are creating a report on the cross-tab query. Take all the fields. It should be a tabular report, so we are not going to follow any kind of grouping here. Tabular and portrait. We'll change the name as per the report. Let's say trainee employees in each office. Right. Trainee employees for each job description. Let's adjust all the columns. Make sure all the data is visible. Center align the data for the better look of the report. All the grid lines should be visible. So go to property sheet and border style should be selected as solid. Next is font size, as font size should be at least 12. We need to export this report in the PDF. So we'll go to print preview, and in the data group you can see PDF or XPS. So we'll just export it as a PDF file. Save it with the trainee underscore center number underscore candidate number. Cross check the PDF file, and we are done with the database paper.